So once again, hi everybody. So I'm here today to shed some light on the development that is happening around the protocol which we are building here at Huddle01, the dRTC protocol. But before we dive into the updates, let us just brief ourselves a little bit on what actually this protocol is. So the dRTC protocol, it is like a groundbreaking system that will revolutionize the way in which we communicate across the internet. Without getting into much technicalities, it's like having a seamless conversation in a room full of people where where everyone can participate without any kind of interruptions. So how powerful is this dRTC protocol? The dRTC protocol, it brings in a new dimension to the real-time communication. It's it'll be highly scalable in nature, meaning it can support the growing number of users without any hitch. Its flexibility will allow developers or users to build a wide range of applications on top of this protocol itself, let's say from small meeting rooms to large broadcasts, or converting existing web 2 like experiences like spaces into a completely decentralized on a completely decentralized infrastructure. And privacy has been of the utmost important uh, uh, privacy has been of the utmost importance to us here at Huddle01 from day one. So this protocol will also respect users privacy, with strong safeguards in its place. So the entire foundation of this protocol is being laid on the three main pillars. So they are networking, media, and then there is incentive. So at the heart of this protocol, these pillars will make it efficient and versatile. You can think of it like a city where infrastructures, buildings, and people, they make it function, right? So these pillars will keep the dRTC protocol running smoothly. So let's just touch bases on each one of these a little bit. So let's talk about networking first. So networking is nothing but creating connections, right? So just like many different paths in a city which lead to our destination, the dRTC protocol will also use a network of nodes to ensure that media can get from one user to another very efficiently. And then there is media is actually the content that will be shared. It's like conversations happening within the city, and all the data that is being shared, and and the data which is communicated amongst the users. And then there's incentives. So incentives are something which will keep people motivated to participate in the network itself. So now let's talk about what actually will be the role of a node in a DRC protocol. So let's continue the analogy of our city itself, right? So nodes are like the buildings. They will play a crucial role in hosting and facilitating meetings, where the data sharing or the media sharing will actually take place. So a node can host multiple meetings, or a single meeting can also be hosted on multiple nodes. So this will ensure that the experience uh, ex- this will ensure for a very smooth experience, lowest possible latency, and whatnot. So talking about incentives and the trust factor in this protocol. So just like any good community, the dRTC protocol will also operate on a system of trust and rewards. So node operators, the people the people who manage the buildings, if we talk about our city analogy, so they are rewarded for their service. So this will again encourage people to become node operators, which will again make our network just more strong and more scalable. So this is something which you folks might be waiting for. That is a sneak peek into what actually has been happening around the development for all of the things which I spoke now. So this is like the earliest version of our node. So this is all what we can share with you all right now. So running a dRTC node, can be as simple as running a simple command, and then just a simple start command, and boom, you're ready to accept meeting jobs, and then you will be incentivized based on the meetings which you power, or any kind of real time communication which you power. Now let us talk a little bit about what actually happens behind the scene. So when a user initiates a meeting through this DRTC protocol, right, they are essentially tapping into the network of nodes that carry the data. So the process begins with user setting up a meeting room in the closest available node. So why the closest available node? Because the closer the node is, the lowest latency and the smoothest experience we can provide to that particular user. So you can think of it like reserving a public space, like in our city analogy, right? So then the meeting rooms are made accessible to other users who want to join and exchange the data. So with this protocol, we are no longer tied up to the constraint of a centralized server. The network can scale, adapt itself, providing more robust and efficient and reliable meeting experiences. So here we can see that there are two screenshots, right? One screenshot is of the meeting that is happening on our current sufficiently decentralized infrastructure, and then the second screenshot is of a meeting that is happening on our completely decentralized infrastructure. So that, if we compare both of these, we can't spot much of differences in terms of video quality or even in terms of usability. So user experience is also of utmost importance, and people who will utilize this network, they don't have to go through the hassle of doing multiple things before getting on a call, right? So I think, yeah. So in conclusion, I just want to say that this protocol is more than just a next generation, like a new nuances for sharing media, right? It is an evolution that is happening in digital communication, and hopefully, we end up completely transforming how we interact over the internet.